right, folks, so we've talked about how to get your thesis statement or how to write a thesis statement, and it should just be a clear, concise, single idea that's kind of, I don't want to call it a loaded statement, but I mean, you could kind of call it that because in the sense that in the body of your speech, you should be unpacking that statement. So right now I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get your main points. So I am going to start off by saying one of the problems that students find themselves, or one of the errors that students most commonly make when writing a speech is that they don't start from their thesis statement. They start with their main ideas. They have their topic in general, and then they're like, oh, I could talk about this, I could talk about that, and it's really a disjointed speech. So before you get your main ideas, you really have to have a clear thesis statement, and then from that thesis statement, you should get your main ideas. So for example, and you're going to unpack your thesis statement and your main ideas. Now, our text offers us, and I also recommend, asking one of 3 questions of your thesis statement. The first question is, are there reasons why it's true? And then those 3 reasons, or however much time you have to talk about it, will be your main points. So let's take a sample thesis statement and make the main points based off of that question. So if our thesis statement is all Americans should have free, reliable access to the internet, then I would say 3 reasons why it's true, and those 3 reasons would be the main points. So reason 1 is that access to information is a right. Reason number 2, the digital divide further marginalizes historically already marginalized communities. And point number 3 would be in order to what's another reason? I think I should have thought about this first. Another reason would be in order to function in society, reliable internet access is a must. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons why the thesis statement is true. Okay, so there's another way that you could divide your thesis statements, and that's by asking your thesis statement this question, and it is, can it be accomplished in a series of steps? And so if the thesis statement is internet access, reliable internet access should be free to all Americans, then the 3 ways to accomplish that would be the 3 main points. Does that make sense? And then the third question that you can ask to get your main points. And so you see how these are completely different speeches. It just depends on how you want to talk, how you want to do your speech. And then the third way that you get your main points, a different way, or question, I'm sorry, is are there reasons why that's true? Can it be accomplished in a series of steps? Or are there logical divisions? And so then you would just break it down into whatever those logical divisions are, and those would be your main points. So that is the way to get your main points from your thesis statement. And again, I want to emphasize that your thesis statement is the first thing you do, not the last thing, and your main points should be derived from your thesis statement by asking one of those 3 questions. Are there reasons why it's true? Can it be accomplished in a series of steps? Or are there logical divisions? All right, folks, so now this is the last lecture for this module. So you're going to need to read the rest of the material to be prepared for the quiz and for the upcoming speech. If you guys have any questions or want any clarification on any of the content, just let me know. I think it is relevant also for you guys to review the outline. The outline template. I think that'll be helpful for you guys. And good luck on quiz 2.